Hey guys, so this is more serious of a long form video because one of my good buddies and a fellow content creator in the Gorilla Tag community has sadly passed away. He was a very kind and funny content creator, but me and him didn't really spend a lot of time together before his passing. So I'm here to make this long form just to pay my respects to JaxVR and just tell y'all everything that we have done together. But before we start the video, this is not an April Fool's joke because I would never joke about something this serious. And neither would the person who told us about Jax's passing. Jax is also a very fun content creator. So we didn't fully play a lot. We only played about once, but met each other about 3 times. So let's get to the stories.
I'm gonna say something that I heard in one of the Discord things. Like, people were not taking it seriously at all, that how he passed away. They were like thinking it was just a joke. But no, we're telling the truth. He has passed.
Yes, so what he's talking about right now is the funeral service that they had last night in Jax's Discord. Copper and a few other of my friends were in there. So now let's get to the stories. We always used to talk on Discord, but we didn't really do anything else besides play together about once. So I remember this time when I was participating in Find the GTubers, and I was a really big fan of JaxVR at the time. So I met him in Find the GTubers. That was really cool, and I friended him shortly after on Discord. We kind of became friends, and we talked for a while. I also invited him to my reacting channel. I also remember this time that me and Noah, here's Noah's channel by the way, don't subscribe to him, let's get him to 5K. I remember this time that me and Noah were 1v1ing, and we didn't have a ref, so we invited Jax to be a ref. But Jax was actually asleep at that time, and his cousin was actually on his account, so that was pretty funny. And I DM'd Jax that, and he said TRU, which was funny. And after I DM'd him that, we didn't really talk much. So those are all the stories for today. But if you don't know how he passed, I want to tell y'all. If you don't want to get reminded about this, just please don't watch this video. It's okay if you don't. So about 3-ish weeks ago, he got a really bad case of flu. The flu was taking over his muscles in one of his legs, so the doctors were gonna have to amputate it. So he got a CAT scan about 2 days ago, and shortly after, he went to bed and had a stroke when he was asleep.
Okay, so I remember a little bit more of the story. So he was at a convention, and I think like his legs started to hurt, and then like after the convention, he had like the flu. So then, yes, he had to get like a CAT scan. Died. And if you think about it, he really didn't do anything wrong. He was 14 years old. That's too young to
pass. So this is the end of today's video. Rest in peace, Jax. Fly high.
Fly as high God could.
And I hope Jesus is looking out for you up there. Bye, guys. And don't forget to